Ladies, gentlemen, non-gender conforming individual, welcome to another episode of Clickbaity Political Thirst Trap. We started the shenanigans before we even hit this live stream, bro. It's like I forgot what we were talking about, but I knew it was funny. What's going on, Marcus?
Nina Turner. Well, first, my shit ain't fixed yet. I mean, sorry, America, my stuff ain't fixed. Mondale, just go ahead.
Yeah, Mondale. I know. You know what, man? Being the host that I am, I should have known to go to Mondale first because you try to fix some stuff. No, because you try to fix something. I could have been. See, nigga, I'm trying to be.
He's saying he was fixing something. Yeah. So actually, what happened? I'm gonna tell y'all why we're a little late. We're a little late, and just a little because first of all, we don't really have a start time, have an ish time. That's right. So we're a little late because Marcus' lighting wasn't right, but it was me and Ben's fault. I need to let y'all know it wasn't Marcus' fault. It was Ben and my fault.
I'm sitting here wondering.
We gave Marcus the wrong advice about his light, so it's our lighting. Fault.
I did.
Yeah.
Hey, America, I got up blaming these Negroes for everything that happened bad on Earth.
Right.
Ben, it's your fault MLK died. Mondale, you're responsible for 9/11. That might be true.
Damn, that might be true. Hold on, bro. The feds be watching. Listen,
is it because of the beard?
Oh, God damn. And that's America. And that's exactly America. And that's America. Is that simple? It's that goddamn simple.
It's America.
Say insane. That's it. All right, folks. It's another morning. Good morning, everybody in the chat room. They're calling us out. Said Ben's page says clearly that you guys are on at 8 to 10. Well, there's a little dash there. There's a little squiggly dash that means approximately.
Can I say something real quick?
Yeah.
Can I say something, Ben?
Yeah.
Here's the problem. Man. You need to know this, people. Ben's page is a corporate entity. Clickbaity is Ratchet as shit. We put it in the name. So this is what happened when Ratchet meet corporate. Ben is running Ratchet corporatism. You heard of it? You heard of compassion corporate? Compassion.
You see me over here. I am still to this day. I am going to find out how to do reality TV, but have it be like something that's woke, like truth and something. Because we gonna be Ratchet. People won't Ratchet. Can we just be honest? Like a lot of people try to pretend like they don't, but. Yeah. It's the number one thing in the country for a reason. It's because that's what y'all are Googling. The reason we know what to tell you is because you Googling every goddamn day. We got your data. Right. I mean, at least YouTube does. But anyway.
Right. And that's so true because like it ain't just one type of ratchet they want it all. That's why it's housewives on this corner, that corner, and that corner up the street, around the corner, beside the church, beside the graveyard, and
you even got a first lady. You got a first goddamn lady on Ratchet TV right now. Giselle Bryant on Real Housewives of Potomac. You got the church first lady on reality TV on these Real Housewives shows. I think we've come to the point where we should just accept the fact that Ratchet is what people want. I'm sorry.
That's right.
That's it. We got any news? We're watching any news?
That's part of the news too, though, right? Think about it, Marcus. Right. I mean, America told, and we ain't just talking about the housewives, so don't get it wrong. We ain't just talking about women want Ratchet. We talking about America wants Ratchet. I can prove it.
Politics. Look at our politics.
Your president. Look at your president. You elected a reality TV star president. That's how you know America want Ratchet.
Hey, y'all do realize Donald Trump never won an election, right?
He never won a popular vote.
Right. Yeah.
All that electoral college BS. I don't believe in it anyway. All I'm gonna say is he never won a damn election. I understand that's what America believes, right? Yeah. But he ain't never won no damn election, right? Because if that was true, just yesterday we talked about how to come up with a win number, and that nigga never accomplished his win number.
That's real. But can I ask you a question? Because I'm torn. Like the Negro in me that knows that the electoral college was created to cripple certain states, right? It's about slaves. Okay. But I'm also a Negro and I know what white majorities would do and have done in the past to black people. So what if majority of the people lived in Montana and they look like the people that live in Montana right now instead of California? But that means we would never have representation by them. You know what I'm saying? If we elected president by popular vote and majority of folk didn't think like what I'm saying is think about this.
Not you. I'm looking at like the ding. I'm like,
the
somebody whole ass got a whole ass conversation going on. Feel like one of them videos where you watch the text thread. No, anyway, go ahead. I'm sorry.
But yeah, so I'm thinking. I'm torn because I know what the majority can do in this country when it's the white folk, and if those in Montana and South Dakota and North Dakota that never vote for Democrats. So I mean, we're safe because demographics in Texas look different, and because California is something unique in the amount of people that vote.
Do you fear whiteness coalescing around itself above political divides in this country?
Yeah, I told you, white supremacy is 401. The only time I saw whiteness smack whiteness in the face was this election cycle. And that's not to say that black people and brown people didn't have a role. What I'm saying is white supremacy took a loss this cycle. And it was the first time ever.
It did. I guess what I'm wondering.
They are lashing the fuck out.
Bro, they are. And we haven't even been talking about it yet, man. The Proud Boys burning the Black Lives Matter flag off the church, bro. Y'all messing with the church.
Hey, real quick. Let's try to talk about news today. We
talk news every day. We just do it.
I know we talk news every day, but like, you know what I mean? Like, because we be missing a lot of things that happen. And it's fun. You know why? Because we are Ratchet. And we're proudly Black Ratchet.
Bro, right? my motto for life is equal parts ignorant and enlightened. So, you know, I think that's the Black experience, period.
Mm-hmm. And I want to start it off. We touched on it. We talked about it. You talked about it last night on your podcast, Ben. But man, I just want to point out that I done already gave Nina Turner a part of the bag for her campaign.
That's what's up.
And I'm with Nina Turner because, see, I like to give this show some intimate stuff, but this is news. It should be considered news. I'm endorsing Nina Turner on this show. Right. I don't know what these two other gentlemen are doing. Right. I don't know. I can't control their politics. Hey,
shit. There you go.
Wait a minute. Do you have the air horn too?
Bro, you know I do.
Oh! Yes. Yes.
We have arrived. He brought the stream deck out. Shout out to technology and this show. And I love the other shows on the internet that are trying to do what we're doing. It is so cute.
Bro, why were you in their chat room, man? Shout out to those three. Shout out to those three brothers. I didn't watch the show. I just watched Mondale troll y'all. Now let them do their thing, bro. Do y'all thing. There's enough room.
I thought it was cute.
Bro,
I thought it was cute, man.
They gonna come up. They gonna come up on the 10 o'clock hour. They're gonna be the second. No, I'm joking. I don't even know. I don't even know who they are.
Hey, I like your response. We should just buy them, motherfucker.
Well, y'all are rough. But no, go ahead, Marcus. You wasn't doing that.
So what I say in text messages. No, go ahead, man.
I didn't know you're a rugged capitalist, aren't you? You know what I mean? Like,
me?
Yeah, the acquisitions and shit.
Bro, they about to show. I'm so much a socialist. I'm about to win at this capitalism game and use it for the revolution. So go ahead. I'm sorry.
Hey. All right, so I gave, and y'all don't judge me, but I be saving my money sometimes. I gave Nina Turner $500 last night, and before the end of the year, I want people to give their $27 to Nina Turner if they possibly can and donate to her campaign. I just wanted to get something out the way because Nina came down and endorsed my campaign when I ran for state representative. As you all well know, I was blacklisted and blackballed by Bernie World, and she still flew all the way to Arizona and showed up and endorsed me and brought all the progressives of the state of Arizona together. Now I lost my race, and I know why I lost my race, and Mandela will tell you why I lost my race. I lost my race because I lived in a moderate district and I was talking like a black man. I mean, it's the same way we talk on Clickbaity, I was talking during the campaign. I told y'all I can't code switch. I don't know how to. Yeah, I show up really black and I talk about black and brown issues naturally, right? So I scared the white people. But here's the funny thing. Part about it. I was on that racist ass Nextdoor app this year, and I typed in my name because they used to talk politics and local politics. And there is a whole thread from my neighborhood that basically said, "Don't blame me. I voted for Marcus." It was one of the greatest things that I've ever seen, love. Right? That's and love. a lot of people hit me up on Facebook and from Arizona and were like, "Man, if you had a ran this year, you would have won that thing," because they didn't know how to talk about black people issues, and that's all the district wanted. So it's just ironic. But anyway, yeah, shout out to Nina Turner. Oh, and more importantly, this is the point that I wanted to make. If you guys want to see establishment tomfoolery, you're about to see it at a higher level than you've ever seen it in the history of congressional races. But if you ever hold on, let me finish my point, because then I'll be done for good. Because they didn't like Bernie Sanders. Now imagine a black person, a black woman who has more progressive views than Senator Sanders. They are going to try their absolute hardest to keep, and I don't know if she's the most liked person in the district. I don't know if they hate her guts, but there's going to be people coming out of the woodworks to go against Senator Turner. You better know that's right.
So I just want the record to reflect, just real quick, Mundell, that I love Nina Turner more than Marcus because I endorsed her last night on Twitter. So no,
but
I know I wanted to say this though.
Mundell might got
Marcus, you said something, man. They about to come after our sister. And I just want them to know, though, that would be a mistake because we got more, you do have to answer to the internet. You may have more power off the internet right now, but you do have to answer to the internet. And we could flex those muscles on y'all really, really good. So think twice about coming for Nina Turner. That's all. Go ahead, Mundell.
Sorry about that. Thank you, brother. Here's what I would say. We are excited about the opportunity for a progressive to win in any district in this country. The 11th district in Ohio is pretty important. I mean, people should know who used to run that, who district that was before she passed, right? She's critical of Barack Obama. And then people in the district sold her out for criticizing Barack Obama, right? And that sister was the first black woman elected by Ohio to go to Congress, right? So
names.
That's that district. But oh my God, Rep Jones, she passed, right? So that's that district. So but that district also is that is 100%. Urban district. There's no rural parts of that district from Cuyahoga County all the way down. You know what I'm saying? Including downtown, but it also got Shaker Heights, which is those black people. So, I know that while we know how important it would be to have Nina represent that district, there are others that are in that race that are also like parts of that district that will have significant support. And then also I don't even know where Sister Fudge is gonna, like, does she have an heir apparent? And if she does, is her heir apparent gonna run for this seat? And is she gonna announce? And if she does, is Fudge gonna throw all of her support behind her heir apparent? And if she does, because she got a Chicago machine up there damn near. I ain't saying it's that illegal, but I'm saying Fudge got power in that district and they love her.
But here's what's beautiful about Nina, though. I'm sorry, I thought that was
no, go ahead.
Oh, man, Nina got credibility that, I mean, she's got credibility in that state, in that city, in Cleveland. Her work speaks for herself in this regard. So I feel like even with an heir apparent, which I understand the kind of magnitude of the machine that gets assigned to that, right? There's a lot of power when someone is anointed to be the next person. That's going to be one hell of a matchup, though, because Nina got some credibility and she got some support that goes not only from inside of that city and that district, but across the country. So it's going to be a hell of a fight.
Yeah, but I mean, that's absolute. What you're saying is absolute. But what I'm saying is, one, are those white folk over there controlling Bernie's email list going to give it to Nina Turner? That's the first thing. She deserves it.
We need to have a conversation about that.
So the second thing is,
get down to it.
Are those white people gonna come in there acting crazy? Like, meaning, are they gonna come in there and be ham? Like, if you don't agree with Nina, you're gonna like they do about Bernie. That ain't gonna work in that district. You liable to get punched in your face in downtown Cleveland talking to people that way.
That's
you know
right.
What I'm saying? That your community argument will get you fucked up in the 11th congressional district. You might take that to Cuyahoga, but that is a majority black district, right?
Right.
So I hear that, but some of the people she running against might have establishment people, like, say, for instance, Emily List behind them. You know what I'm saying? And that's a whole different type of power. And like that.
There's some power coming down.
No, it's right. Well, I mean, let's just keep it real.
We welcome competition, though.
Let's just keep it real, though. You know, if Nina Turner is running for Congress, that means that Joe Biden, Barack Obama, Nancy Pelosi, all of them will come and swoop in town and give commercials to make sure that woman does not get elected.
Then goddamn it, everything that we got. Everything, because this is an inflection point, bro. Like, it's a major one, because you were right. The entirety of the black misleadership class is going to come down to bear against Nina Turner.
They got to stop her now.
Fuck them.
They got to stop her now.
Well,
like,
go ahead, Marcus. Go ahead, bro.
Go ahead.
Look,
Simon
go ahead. Go ahead. Oh, I know you just challenge me on TV. Shut your mind. Hey, do you go 1, 2, 3 shoot, or do you go 1, 2, 3?
1, 2.
I'm going
1, 2, 3. Ready?
Here we go, gentlemen. Go. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Rocks, beat, scissors.
Oh man.
Thank you,
Marcus.
So we already know that they're gonna bring the firepower that they haven't seen, because they have to stop Senator Turner right now. Mm-hmm. Like, and understand something. You love the squad. You love Cori Bush. You love AOC. You love the whole Ilhan Omar, but you haven't seen.
Oh boy,
you haven't seen.
Let me tell you, you ain't seen
the prophetic fire. If you got to stop prophetic fires before they start spreading around places, right? And dare I say, there is not one individual who has that level of prophetic fire, even in the current squad. There's nobody that can. And here's the thing:
nobody.
Nina, but Cori Bush and Nina Turner are the only two black people that can get on national television and turn black people who would normally go with neoliberals progressive.
Oh my God, bro! They speak to the DNA. They speak to
right because they speak in Southern black vernacular. They speak the way that our preachers speak. Right? The establishment is going to have to stop this. Okay, guys, the same way that Barack Obama got elected, when he would go to black rooms and turn on that black voice, right? If y'all don't know what I'm talking about, I'll explain it to you.
That weak ass Amazing Grace. Yeah. I'm sorry. Yeah. Y'all, come on. Now let's keep it 100. That was a weak ass.
Senator Turner does that naturally.
Man.
I'm like, bruh. No.
And then he gonna look around like, he look like, I'm gonna go with it.
And black folks, we gave him a pass. Can I tell you something? Everybody in the audience knew that was weak, but we're like, all right, you're doing your best, Obama. We go, man, come on, man.
No, it's real with Nina. So my point is this: it's real with Nina. They are going to have to stop her right now.
The realest of the
same way in 2016, where I had to walk with my sister out of the DNC in Philadelphia because they wouldn't let her get on stage, and we decided to go outside and do our own rally. Right, like she got too much fire.
Here's what I'm gonna say. I believe all of that to be true. I also think people are paying attention to the other side in a way that they've never have. I mean, this is why Barack Obama, not at the beginning, but definitely before the races were over, endorsed all of the squad for the most part, including Jamal Bowman. Right, all of those folk got those Barack Obama endorsement because they recognize that. This is why Barack Obama is quoted the same time he said dumb stuff about black people and rap music. He also said in an article, if the Democratic know what's good for them, they will give AOC more power. So this is him recognizing that what we want is past. Like we are a dying breed. So I don't think the establishment's gonna get involved in this race at all. I think if they know what's best, the only way they get involved is Fudge, who is now a part of Joe Biden's administration. Speaking of Biden administration, we need to have a conversation about that as well. The only way they're gonna get in start, I mean, they gonna get involved is Fudge, heir apparent, is endorsed because she's asking them to.
Well, you know what?
Barack better stay his ass out of Ohio before I call Bone Thugs and Harmony. See you at the Crow Road.
You won't be lonely.
We're gonna miss everybody.
Gonna miss everybody.
Yeah,
got him.
Hey, bro, ain't that shit crazy?
Shit crazy.
You would think we grew up in the same goddamn house. We barely even met each other.
Yo, that's crazy. I literally went one place and everybody was on the same spot of the song.
We were in the same key, dog. We were in the same key. And that's the shit that Nina Turner is about to bring to the United States of America. That's what we try to tell you.
I love that. Ooh, black people are. When it comes to politics, we're in the same key.
Bro, it's the same key.
That's a t-shirt, bro. That's a t-shirt.
Bro, that's what I'm saying. Like, when they speak a certain, this is what be wigging me out about these people. Y'all think y'all could possibly be more progressive than a black person? Come on. We were born at the bottom of your system, both capitalism and white supremacy. We survived both capitalism and white supremacy. And you think we don't want to flip this thing on its head? You don't think that maybe we got some Candace Owens out there. We got some conservatives. We got some reactionaries. Everybody do. But the majority of black America, when they hear Nina Turner speak with that authority as Congresswoman Turner, she going to activate that DNA gene. That shit going to cut on like activate black power. I'm sorry. It's about to be glorious.
And just in case you guys been living under the rock for, SpongeBob's rock for the past 12 years. Nina Turner, we call her Senator Turner because she was a state senator in Ohio, part of that district. So like we just want to let y'all know who we're talking about. Not senator on the federal level, but I mean that kind of power, but state senator Nina Turner. And
this is a very important point. There's going to be competition, but we do have to give credit where credit is due. She also won a Senate seat in that district.
Yeah, that's what I said. She
does have some local political, because I mean, I'm gonna keep it real. Senator Turner has made some enemies locally over there. Like that's something that that's something that's real. And also like, so let me tell y'all a story. I'm gonna tell y'all a brief story about Senator Turner that not many people know. And I'm not completely claiming that I had something to do with Senator Turner endorsing Bernie, but I was one of the first people who approached Senator Turner to endorse Bernie Sanders in Phoenix, Arizona. And I saw Senator Turner and I basically said this in different ways. There's no reason for you to be a bench warmer with as much talent you have. You can come over here and start.
Bruh.
Because she was with Hillary.
Yeah.
And to be honest with you, the political establishment at the time of Ohio had her on like fifth, like 12th in the rotation, right, for Hillary, right? And then her politics agreed with Bernie Sanders also. Y'all got to understand, a lot of people who supported Hillary Clinton, politics more aligned with Bernie Sanders. They just took the political way out.
Please expound on that point, bro.
Yeah. No, there's so many people who believe in Medicare for all and healthcare and checking Wall Street. And I mean, it's the Elizabeth Warren.
Oh, but they're neoliberal blacks. They're black folks. They're neoliberal.
Yeah. Yeah. Black people issues.
Your mic is off.
Oh shit.
And black people like picking winners.
Yeah. And black people like picking winners. Absolutely. Absolutely. So I mean, but
they got better sense than us sometimes. When you think about it, man, they got better sense than us.
They got way better sense than me. Like I want the world to be right. They want the world to just work.
Yep.
Goddamn. Period.
That's real. That's real.
And do you blame them? Do you blame? This is why.
No,
I'm not.
Black people can't afford for a democracy to be broken. So this is my fear. Think about St. Louis and how those brothers got in the race, and we knew that Tashara was supposed to be the mayor of St. Louis. It was happening. She was doing the right stuff. She was stepping in line. And I'm not saying that there's like get out the way and let somebody do something. But some of those brothers was doing stuff just for the bag. Like, I'm gonna run just for the bag because I could do this, this, and this. You know what I'm saying? And what happened was a white person they split the black vote, and a white person ended up being the mayor of St. Louis, and that should have never happened. Right? So I don't want that to happen in this district. I hope that no white person sit back and be like, well, if they're gonna split the black vote, I could just move in there and get this 40% of the white vote and take this district. That'll freak me out a little bit.
I'm hoping what I think is going to happen is it's not going to be white and black, even though it normally is white and black. I think it's going to be establishment Hillary types versus, and I hope they split up their vote. I hope they split up the establishment vote, and then black and white progressives getting in over the top.
Yeah. That's how it's going to work, right? Because it's not going to be a heads up.
That's what we can hope for. We don't know if that's how it's going to work.
No. But think about it. How's it normally like how many people who want to run could actually position themselves as a progressive, as a black progressive, and run in this race against Nina? They're not. Full stop. But how many of them feel like they could? But that heir apparent power, I don't know, man. This is going to be a race to watch. But guess what? We have 2 years or a little bit less.
No. Remember, they got to replace Fudge.
Yeah, she's a right.
Whoa, wait.
Right now, that's a right now conversation.
When is that?
Bro.
When is that race?
As soon as Georgia over, I'm headed to Ohio.
Yeah.
Type of conversation.
Wait. I'm sorry. What's the date? What's the date of the race?
The exact date is, let's see.
Holy 11th. Shit! I thought we had a wait. I was excited about working 2 years on this.
Nah,
man.
I was like, yeah, 2 years out. This
is right now. And also, hey Ben, check this out. You ready for it?
Yeah.
I got an idea, Trap Squad. Why don't we go to Ohio?
Well, after we get the vaccine, make sure we go wherever you want to go, bro.
Wherever you want to go. That's my thing. I told people I think I'm taking that vaccine, bro. Quick.
Yeah, I am. And quick for me is going to be June, right? I'm going to wait till June. Give y'all about 6 months to digest this thing. See what's going on.
Hopefully by June, everybody that needs to have it has had it. Meaning we're at a point where people can go back out because enough folk have had it. I am tired of COVID, man.
Yeah,
I want it gone.
Yeah. No, it's that time. Yeah. It's that time, right?
The internet is full of trolls. Talking about let's see, the date is. So after the January 5th runoff, that's when we got this one. Sorry for the hold up. Keep talking, brother. I want to talk about another appointment in Biden's administration. While I'm looking for this date, the other appointment in Biden's administration was not Rahm Emanuel. It was Mayo Pete.
And sadly enough, that's an improvement from Rahm Emanuel. Right. The only thing Joe Biden could have done worse than get Mayor Pete was to get Rahm Emanuel. So at least he got that much right. But Mayo Pete, really?
Let me tell you something. And I have problems with that guy too. A lot of problems, and people don't know. I mean, to me, like even like the success or the national attention associated with Pete Buttigieg's name was kind of weird to me because his resume looked like a white version of Cory Booker. And I'm thinking to myself, this world has known Cory Booker as a senator longer, and now like the way that he appealed for nothing. He appealed for nothing. Because they don't. Here's what tipped me off about his race. We were at before COVID. This is September, I think of last year, and some guy was retiring from Nike. Not retiring, quitting Nike to go work for Pete Buttigieg. This is an Asian brother, and he said to me, "Oh, we're gonna win. Pete's gonna win all the black vote." I said, "You're stupid as hell." I looked at him like I didn't mince words. I'm standing beside his homeboy, who's our mutual friend, who's my homeboy, who's a political consultant, and they're both like, "Oh, I know numbers. I can sell Nike to black people." Blah 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 blah. And we know the algorithm. I said, "Man, fucking Nikes don't equate to voting, bro. Like, don't even talk to me about that." Like, I was so pissed.
Who's even wearing Nikes in the voting line?
Who's even wearing Pete Buttigieg in the voting line? Fuck out of here. That motherfucker ain't getting no black vote. Just like I told him. And when he didn't, I texted him and I was negative? Like, "Yo, come on, man."
Wasn't it like one of the polls had him in the negative for black people?
I heard 7 dead black folk called in on polls and said, "Not me." Yeah, he got negative. Fuck out of here. Dude was trash, man. And also, he has racial issues that he need to do. He should have dealt with when he was mayor that he didn't deal with.
Can I come in? Because now that you're about to jump in on the point I was about to make. Listen, I say this all the time. I'm gonna say it every day. The more trash you are to African American community, the higher the Democratic Party elevates you.
Facts, man.
I can say it with almost everybody. It's almost like a litmus test.
Hey, watch this, Marcus. You willing to kill a nigga? You could become president of the United States.
Yo, listen, I mean, it's almost like a litmus test. It's almost like, okay, let's see. He was in the military, check. He's gay, check. He doesn't spend a lot of money on the black community, check. Is he willing to throw? Wait a minute, we're missing one thing. Is he willing to throw niggas in jail? Let's like if he's done that, if he's been strong on criminal justice in the past, we can put him in the White House. Yay! This is how these people think. It's the craziest thing. Name a politician, folks. Name a Democratic establishment politician right now. Think about any of them. Any of them. And it's almost like 90% of them have done something to harm the black community in one way or the other, and they still are allowed to be elevated.
That's their past to be
white
elevated.
Supremacy is so rampant in America that it's a thought process to allow them, like BLM and Pete Buttigieg hometown, they are not fans of the guy. But yet and still, I bet you Pete Buttigieg is going to say Black Lives Matter. I bet you that.
Hey, and he got a little bit of oomph behind him now. He's not, he got a little,
No, listen, now he can run for president again. They set these people up like they have never done anything bad to the black community in the past. And I want you to, and all they have to do is apologize. Let me tell you something about the LGBTQIA community. If you do something to them in the past, you will never get over it. They'll never let you live.
Quite right.
So I used to do a lot of consultant work with LGBTQI communities and organizations just because for me, equity is for real. Like I'm about that work. You know what I'm saying? I am a cisgender black man, and I wanted to make sure that people, look, this is the representation of black men that the world needs to know. We are allied with oppressed people. Black men are that care about people. You know what I'm saying? What I learned over there was that ain't one community. You know what I'm saying? That the racism that we deal with, white people are whiteness is whiteness, and white people are white people, boy. I'm telling you. And that shit blew my mind. I'm just like, y'all are the same.
It don't matter. It don't matter.
Y'all are the same.
Oh man, one day we'll have the conversation about how true this is in terms of your proximity to whiteness, in terms of how you grew up. Because whiteness is a skin color.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah,
whiteness is not a skin color.
It's not.
In fact, all of us. I'm sorry. One last thing I toss it to you, brother. We all have had to shed our share of whiteness. We were born in sin, shaping in white supremacy. That's how I got to say that from. We were born in this white supremacy. Of course, we had to shake it off to varying degrees. But I mean, here we are. Go ahead, Mondo.
Yeah, so so there's Nina Turner's actually the third candidate to get in that race. There's someone who's already representative, apparently already taking shots, saying that Chantel Brown is in that race, Jeff Johnson is in that race as well.
Jeff Johnson?
Well, this is a different Jeff. This is an elected official, like a local elected official.
Okay.
Apparently the date ain't online yet. Maybe the governor ain't chose a date. I'm super excited. Here's what I'm super excited about. There's going to be an election to choose the heir apparent and not the governor appointing, because that could be a loss for us. So I'm super excited about that.
That's good. That's good.
So apparently they've already started attacking her progressives, and Jeff told the news that if Nina's elected, progressives aren't going to work with Biden. Blah 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 blah. So her response. Go ahead.
No, bro, we are her progressives. We all worked with Biden. Literally use our platforms to get him. Like, you're not going to Bernie bro her on this. We're the Bernie bros, ladies and gentlemen, non-gender conforming individuals. We literally use our platforms to help Nina get elected. Not Nina, I'm sorry, Joe Biden get elected, to help him get Georgia. So there you go.
Yeah.
Shut your mouth. Shut your mouth.
Yeah. No, that disingenuous shit ain't gonna fly, man.
Not this time.
Yeah. And here, you know what? The next thing, we don't have to change subject, but I do say this right here. platforms are important because, and I think so many of the Trap Squad find us intriguing, not only because we're handsome, beautifully smart, intelligent individuals that Marcus loves you more than anyone else, but I think they watch us because there's never been a narrative. There's just never been our narrative out there to counteract all neoliberal bull BS. Guys, y'all remember the drama? Early Trap Squad members, y'all remember the amount of drama and the amount of heartache it took me to admit to myself that I had to vote for Joe Biden? Did y'all? Does anybody remember that? But we did, and guess what else we did? We asked you to do the same. We literally destroyed some of our progressive credos to get the fascists out.
Fucking around with y'all.
You know who else did? You know who else did? Dr. West.
Yeah. So, wait.
Sorry, Mondale. Go ahead.
No, was that a pregnant pause? Okay. So I
had the baby.
Here's my thing. I don't think anyone with the. I mean, here's what I'm gonna say. I lost no progressive like bona fides. Because I'm gonna tell you why. Neither did you all. I'm gonna tell you why. It is the same dumbness that your boy over there on the other channel is doing. He's asking us. He's trying to get the squad to burn all their capital for some dumb idea that he got. That's some dumbass idea that does not support it. Right. It does not support like their longevity or them being in a space to do more help for our communities. That is the dumb shit that white people can get mad about. We can't get mad about people trying to be effective. White people can get mad because guess what? The world's gonna make sure they're okay.
You know, can I tell you a story, bro?
Go ahead, fam.
Can I tell you a story to elevate that, man? I was riding with a friend, and I love this dude to this day. So as I tell you this story, I don't tell you this story to attack my boy. I tell you this story so that you can understand the difference in how we can and cannot get angry over certain things. I'm riding in Philadelphia, the DNC 2016, and a cop. I'm riding with my homeboy. I'm sure remain nameless. He's of the Caucasoid persuasion, and he's driving, and some cop, did something to I don't know, slowed us down. I don't know, something minor. Cop was trying to direct him somewhere, and it was the mildest of inconveniences for my homeboy. This dude erupted into a rage that I only reserve to overthrow empires. This dude erupted with that rage at this cop who just mildly interrupted him. I could never. None of us could ever do. We cannot afford to express our rage at this system in the same way that you all think you can. But you've created a system that will destroy you as soon as you bark too loud.
So Ben, sometimes people just need to shut up. A great way to shut up when you shouldn't be talking is get one of these clickbaity masks that Marcus is wearing. We're selling them for $7.12. Be sure to follow. No, I'm just joking. I'm just joking, y'all.
But that is a dope mask, though. I mean, why are we not? Why are we not?
Why are we not?
They're coming soon. I'm sitting on a whole bunch of them.
Let's get that arranged.
So Ben, what you're talking about is I'm a whole nerd and words matter, brother. You said I could not, we could not, we would not. That's the difference, though. It ain't that we couldn't. It's that we know better than would.
Cause we gonna die.
We gonna die, bro. And you're probably looking at him like, really? Like,
I'll say, bro,
what you gonna do the day that the cop do you like us? Like, they stop you because your tail light and you gotta get out the car and get under the car and the knees gotta be on your neck and you can't breathe.
Bro, that shit's traumatizing.
That's traumatizing, bro.
I would probably withdraw myself from those conversations because that shit touches a place in black people.
It does.
I don't understand, man.
It does.
Who do you think been ready to set this thing off long before y'all? Y'all had to read Marx. We live this shit, man.
Right. And that's the problem. Go ahead, Marcus.
No, it's the irony. The irony of it is how many people get mad at my idea. like people are. There are people who are actually mad at my idea that Medicare for all should be a part of the reparations package.
Right.
Why are you getting mad at that? Why? You know why? Because I'm mixing our black people shit up with y'all white people shit. Even though Medicare for all is universal.
You're using their thing against them, right? I mean, you got to leverage their systems against them. Yeah.
Check this out. First off, my idea is, once again, you pass a reparations package that has Medicare for all in the green, or a Green New Deal as an earmark. Now, follow what I'm saying. Imagine the coalition that automatically creates. And imagine how many people you put in a corner saying, oh, you really don't want reparations. So now you're pointing at the Black Caucus, right? Now you're literally pointing at the Black Caucus like, y'all don't want reparations? I thought this, like you put different people in the same in the corner and force them to run away from. Listen, guys, I'm telling you, this is the way we win. We come together. They don't
want to win, Marcus, if it comes at the expense of Black advancement. If Black people are going to advance on this just a little bit more than they do, they don't want to win. Because they will throw away every single election because they don't want that consultant money to go. I don't know. You guys realize that there's the same message that resonates on this show over and over and over and over again. No matter how far we try to escape it, the truth of the matter comes down to this, man. They are willing to lose to avoid advancing Black people. And that's a Democratic Party problem.
Well, I mean, it's also a progressive problem. Yeah. It's a across the board whiteness problem, right? Like, once powerful white folks learn on the progressive side of the house too, right? Once they learn how to, because they are so stuck in this fight for Medicare for all. And listen, first off, let me back up. I've been fighting for Medicare for all more than probably anybody. So let's just start there, right? I want to censor that because I'm not knocking Medicare for all. What I want to do is a strategic way to put more people on our team. That's reparations. That's when you start putting people.
Oh my God.
Yeah, that's what listen. Listen, if you had a whole bunch of white people, if you had more white people screaming for reparations than Black people, that's when I need y'all to listen to what I'm saying.
So
y'all think y'all doing good with the 60% of the Black community that shows up. You're gonna get you're gonna solidify. You're not gonna solidify it. You're gonna have to recognize our authority to lead. That's what's missing in this conversation. The right to lead this country should and be right. It's Black folks. You should have been listening to us a long time ago.
Indeed. Here's my thing. I shared a link with you, Ben. I want our people to read. So like, if I don't know if you put it up online so they can see it, or if like you can, So here's a couple things. I definitely think Brian is right. We should talk about the fake stimulus package because it is political malpractice. That these Congress folk are sitting around with their six-figure income that comes from taxpayers and also their universal health care. That's so amazing to me that all Republicans elected in the federal government have universal health care, and they complain about it. They rail against government insurance for us, but not them. Let me tell you something about this study. Cardia right here is ridiculous. This study shows you how racism kills Black people. Not in no abstract way. I'm talking about directly kill. If you have not read this study, you should spend some time to read that study. It will blow your mind about the effects of racism on our arteries, on Black people's arteries. And how it like shortens our lives. So you folk just need to know that. Don't talk to me about progressive when a social construct. I hate when people say race ain't real. I said, well, tell all these dead Black people because of race, it ain't real. It absolutely is real, and it kills us. We should definitely.
Hey man, somebody say something funny, bro. Somebody say something funny, man, because this particular
Mitch McConnell told Donald Trump he's no longer the president, and they should move on.
Good. I say something funny. Good. Hey, when Lamar Jackson went to the locker room, he took a mean grumpy. He didn't get no IV. He took a dump, and then he came back and he came back and beat. And then he came back and beat. Y'all didn't watch the game. Okay, we can talk about this.
Those bubble guts, bro. You gotta resolve the bubble guts.
This is sports ball. Listen, I'm talking sports ball for a second. So Monday night,
tell me who he is.
Lamar Jackson, the Michael Jordan of football right now. But well, I guess that could be Buddy, the quarterback for the Kansas City Chiefs. Lamar Jackson is the reigning MVP. I talked about him on the show before. Lamar Jackson was the guy that, like ran a 4-1 or something as a quarterback. And the NFL is so racist that they didn't want him to be quarterback because they think that black people can't be quarterbacks naturally.
I don't know Lamar Jackson. I don't know that he got 9 double triples. And he's the first person ever to do that. I don't know
double triples.
Double triples.
Double triples.
No, he does. He's the first person ever in the history of NFL to get 9 double triples. Meaning he got 2 stats that are triple digits. He rushed and threw for.
Oh yeah. Yep. Rushing, passing. There you go.
Man,
right.
You know what?
You're right. Well done.
God.
Well done.
I know about the sport ball.
You pulled that one on us. All right.
Yeah. So Lamar Monday night. Lamar, they played. It was Cleveland. It was the Cleveland Browns versus the Baltimore Ravens. A very new rivalry. Because if y'all remember, the Baltimore Ravens were the Cleveland Browns, and then they moved to Baltimore, and then a new ownership team brought the Cleveland back to. Right, so actually Jim Brown played for the Baltimore the Ravens.
Shit, bro.
Yeah. So listen, it was an amazing game, but then Lamar Jackson went out, right? And they say he needed to get an IV, and Lamar even tweeted this: "I need to get an IV, right? I didn't take a poop." But man, listen, the way he was running back to the locker room, it was that poop run. It was, you know how you got to take a mean grumpy. You know how you got to take a mean grumpy. You know how you got to take a mean grumpy really, really bad, right? You start running in a particular way,
right?
like your butt
like the cops
together, but your legs be moving fast as hell.
Hey, bro. like the bug alien from Men in Black. Remember the man in the bodysuit who was dragging his leg, bro? Yeah, no, that's the.
Yeah, so he took a mean grumpy. But let me tell you something about having a nice.
Apparently, it worked, right?
Let me tell you something about having a nice, good, mean grumpy. And let this be a lesson for everybody watching. Go ahead and take you a nice, good, mean grumpy every day.
I'm sure so, right?
Yeah, I hope you're regular, because when Lamar Jackson came out of that tunnel, boy, he made the most amazing play in the history of football on 4th down.
Bro, but did he wash his hands? Did he wash his hands? That's the question.
I wouldn't have washed my hands. I'm in an NFL game. I want to face palm my opponent with a mean grumpy smell.
I'd fight every one of y'all. Every one of you.
So this is a great. Talking about poop. I guess right before we go into this. Right before we switch over to this stimulus check might be perfect. It's a perfect transition. Because it is shit. It is political shit that they're offering us. Let's be clear. First of all, Steve Mnuchin, who is disgusting and uses the American government, the money of the American government like it's his private fund. Him and his wife hopping and bopping around the world on our dollars is ridiculous. Offered $600 for folk, and we finally got them to agree to $1,200, which is, I mean, if you see what some other countries are offering their people per month, it'll blow your mind. I think Germany's up to like $4,000 or $5,000 right now. They're giving their people per month, all of their citizens. So it is absolutely stupid. I mean, Australia is giving their people more than what we're offering them. So anyway, the fight, and then this idea that it's $900 billion, people need to stop saying that. This money is being redirected from other places, right? Like most of this money ain't new money. It ain't like, this is not you coming up with money for us. This is you, government, redirecting funds from other places. And also people should note that don't get too happy about this bill, because we're gonna need the state and local governments to help pass out these or set up distribution of this COVID vaccine, and they cutting money to the state and local government. So y'all lame as hell for this so-called stimulus. And it is like a half of a never mind. Go ahead. I was gonna say something.
No. I feel you, man. It is. I am. Black folks been wondering why the hell y'all ain't burned this shit to the ground a long time ago, folks. How the hell would y'all sit by and let 300,000 people? Then we realize y'all some sociopaths, because y'all just let y'all let 300,000 of your own. And I know black folks make up a disproportionate amount of the people who died of COVID-19. But what I'm saying is we looked and said, oh, I thought you actually cared about this country. And I think we realized that y'all just don't.
Right.
Y'all don't, man.
Right. Listen, there's a what did the congresswoman say? She said it was survival checks. She called them survival checks. What congresswoman was that who said that?
Because if you really cared about this goddamn country, you would realize, bro.
Congresswoman Presley. She said survival checks. And
they would realize, man. I don't mean just drop. They would realize the people. How long they expect the people to put up with this shit?
Well, so here's the thing. I find it great that white progressives are finding their solace in what black women progressives are saying, and it comes out of our mouth so easy because we've just been going through so much of it, as we've been pointing out in this show. When Ayanna Presley, somebody that y'all tried to dog out for not endorsing Bernie, right? When Elizabeth Warren is from her home state and they actually work with each other more than anybody else, right? But just wait.
Yeah.
Y'all find solace in some of these words that they're saying, and it's the reason why is because our parents have been articulating this nonsense our grandparents have been saying the same thing. Our great grandparents are going through what white folks are just now going through right now with these stimulus checks. So don't get me wrong, there is white poverty, but understand overall as a community, our leadership, most of our leadership comes from pain, man. So
Yeah.
Like check this out. You don't have your stimulus check, right? Black folks couldn't. I've said this before. Chase Manhattan Bank in Chicago, I bring this up all the time. For every 100,000 loans they gave out one to black people and the rest went to white folks, right? to start their businesses, right?
Bootstraps.
When we talk about redlining, right? Billions of dollars have gone into white economic development in white neighborhoods, and hundreds of thousands or millions of dollars have gone into black neighborhoods. Like, y'all not receiving this stimulus check is just a quick reminder that y'all can be black as us anytime y'all want to.
It's Tuesday.
Tuesday America could turn white folks into black people.
And you know why they do? Oh man, you know what? I might have to get off this episode, fellas, because I'm about to go Super Saiyan socialist Negro on these people, man. I'm like, y'all don't understand the deep rooted nature of the radicalism in it, but y'all do, because y'all gun it down. Y'all kill it. We ain't the first generation to tell y'all this shit. We are not the first generation to tell y'all this shit. We lost.
My ancestors said they wanted. My ancestors said they want to be free. If that ain't the biggest ask of capitalism ever, nobody. Not Elizabeth Warren running the checks and balance on banks. Black people saying, I don't want to be property no more to the nation that depended solely on it. You know what I'm saying? And it ain't just the South plantation and planters. They weren't even planters, the plantation owners, right? Because we were doing the planting for sure. They weren't. It wasn't just them. It was the factories in Boston that was accepting that Southern cotton with blood on it, that was dyeing it to get it out of it.
Lowell, Massachusetts.
Right.
The cotton gin is there right now in Lowell, Massachusetts.
Exactly. It was the banks in Philadelphia and New York that was investing, that was telling them that you can take loans out on how many slaves you own. Man, this whole country stink of slavery. So if you're looking for a progressive people, it's obvious. It's America's weary people.
But we've had to maneuver. People. We have had to maneuver in your system and find a way to survive the best way we could survive.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if my blackness really does extend to Candace Owens, but I goddamn tell you this: if she's doing anything, she's surviving.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That's probably the extent to which I can extend something to her.
Well,
because black people react to this system differently. You understand?
Man,
when you're smothered, when you're being smothered underneath the suffocating pressure of white supremacy and capitalism, you don't know how you're going to respond. Man. Most of us respond with the spirit of the black radical tradition. Some of us respond with the spirit of Jim Crow in the flesh. I can't speak for them, but for the majority of this country, for the majority of this black nation, we are far more radical than you could ever imagine. So catch up.
Hey, man.
Hold on a second. Somebody said she's surviving from. Go ahead, Marcus.
What did Malcolm say? When it comes down to this COVID check relief, it sounds like the chickens are coming home to roost.
So yeah, that's some real shit. Like that
part. I mean, listen, they tried to kill they gave Malcolm problems because he said that the chickens are coming home to roost.
And you know what, bro?
He got kicked out of the Muslim, how he said it, the Muslim movement, because of that statement. That was his last political statement as a member of NOI.
Shabazz, man. Yeah. Let me tell you something. They kill. I will never even ever again criticize. I'm lying. I'm going to criticize Jim Clyburn forever. But I'm going to be honest with you. I am not going to question his spirit.
Right.
You know what I mean? And right. What y'all progressives, white progressives, be asking us to do is just question the spirit of folks that we have a common bond with so thick that you would think we the three of us grew up together when we barely even met.
I honestly want people to get their damn money, man. Like I can't front, man. Like, and $1,200, it's almost like y'all don't even really understand what America is going through right now, right? Like, we are so far away, man. John Ossoff talking about $15 an hour minimum wage. You see this hat? You see this my outfit today? I got on Atlanta. Cause I'm in Atlanta. Let me tell you something. To live in Atlanta, you need to make $24 per hour to live in this town and afford a house and pay your bills. You need $24 an hour. Don't let nobody cap on you on that. That's a real fact. So you sitting up here telling me that listen, I get it. The minimum wage in Georgia is very low, right? But we need people who fight for a living wage. Like, they're not looking at real numbers. They're trying to come at where Republicans feel comfortable, because Republicans don't mind poor white people because your poor white people keep voting them in, right? So they don't have to ever. So they don't ever have to change. They don't ever have to change their policies for wages, right? So we keep making arguments on the Republican side of the house. Yeah. And it's like, stop it. Like, okay, y'all want to prove,
but you know what, funny. Marcus?
Yeah, no, this is my last thing. I gotta say this. Everything about the Democratic Party is almost unscientific at this point. I don't want y'all to follow what I'm saying to you. Defund the police. There's no real data about defund the police, but since it's an ethos and it sounds bad, we're just gonna be against it. All right. We got real data that says how much a person needs to make in different cities across the nation and in different towns and different counties across the nation. So wouldn't that make sense for the Democratic Party to be pushing for a living wage if the data says that that's what the people need? But then you start to question, well, are these folks in it for what people need?
Come on, man.
So, right, like, so yeah, I'm tired of unscientific. As much as I blow hard about my feelings, there is some science behind what the hell I'm saying right now. People need things. $1,200 listen, America, they gave us.
Can I tell you a secret? They don't even care about capitalism though.
They gave us. Let me tell you why.
Let me tell you why. Because what you're saying is so simple and so true. In order to save their own system, they really just needed to put money in the hands of the people. Like, it's really simple. Put hands in our money in our hands. We spend it. The system keeps going. We sat here and watched them not only betray their own whiteness in order to not give black people an inch this summer. Bro, they beat white people in the streets in order to crush the movement this summer. So they betrayed their white brotherhood. They betrayed their economic system because the economic system would say, hey, dummies, give everybody $2,000 a month and watch the economy still be sustained. But they betrayed that. And why? For the white supremacy, bro. So they burned it all down for white supremacy.
So first of all, America's never been a capitalist society, not in the traditional sense, right? So let me say something real quick. I'm gonna get there, but I want to go back to something. Blue Knight, we understand American descendants of slavery, not the movement, but the necessity to repay us for what our ancestors went through, and actually what some of our immediate families went through. If we're thinking about the ages of our parents and Jim Crow. I don't think you're Blue Knight I'm talking to in the chat. I don't think your conversation is nuanced enough over here on the internet. Like on a Facebook post that might work, but what I'm saying to you is we are progressives. Your framing is wrong because you're saying progressives aren't smart enough to nuance their conversation about what is and what isn't. If you look at the leading thought around what should be reparation, the leading Black thought comes from Darity. You should know if you're an ADOS member because it's his thought that leads to it, but it's not one of those. It's not a racist infighting of us and brown people that you all have molested
abandoning the diaspora.
We are not abandoning diaspora. It makes no sense to do so. We are saying that this country needs to pay for what they are, and for folk that already designate themselves descendants of American slaves and also have been calling themselves Black for longer than 10 years. The blueprint is there. So no one is to say that progressives are fighting for reparations for everybody is to deny the actuality. They're not fighting for reparations for everybody. They're not even fighting for reparations for us. Let's just start there. So back to this Ben's comment about capitalism, Jim Clyburn, and also what's the other sister name? Candace Owen. Let me Ben, that was a powerful statement you made about Clyburn, because if you think about it, this is a brother who was born in the 40s, right? Actually 1940. And his dad was a fundamentalist preacher. Fundamentalist is what? A thought that Christianity needed to be against the new liberal and modern ideas.
Oh yeah.
Think about that, and think about how his politics show up, right? Yeah. Against their belief in God. His belief in God tells him he should be against the liberal understanding. This is his dogma, right? The liberal understanding of the Bible and also modernism. This is how he show up politically for us, right?
That's exactly how he shows up.
But that too is a response to white supremacy, right? And like you said, people, I always tell people, if you don't believe that people are a product of their environment, then you're denying science, because science tells us it is absolutely nature and nurture. It's not one or the other, it's both. So his response to his environment was to be this very neoliberal person. Our response to our environment was to burn this bitch down. Neither one of them, you know what I'm saying? Ours is our path, his is his. And the same is true for Candace Owens. But here's what I do know. And this is why when you said this is what I extend to her, and I think that is real. I know she knows what racism. I don't care what she tell you, you white people on TV. And the reason I know this is because she sued her school district twice. Her family did.
That's right.
Sued her district twice in Connecticut for being discriminated against. And they won. Right? She won lawsuits already for racism. So she can say on TV she's never experienced it, but in reality, that ain't real. So that's her way of surviving in this system. She can tell you that, but her survival for the sake of her survival. But in actuality, we know something's completely different. Now, America and capitalism. Hold on a second. America and capitalism.
Yeah.
So the birth of American capitalism, or the birth of race in this country, is where we should always go to this point when Ben said what he said. America abandoned capitalism before it even started capitalism. If you don't know what happened at the Bacon Rebellion, and I know people say this guy is seriously a cornball nerd. If you don't know what happened with Bacon Rebellion, then you can't really understand America. The Bacon Rebellion is the point in America, a point in the world that changed us forever. Before Bacon Rebellion, there was no such thing as Black people and white people. No one in the history of the world had ever been called Black or white before that day. But what the rich elite saw was something they couldn't control. Poor white people getting their contracts extended from more than 7 years of indentured servitude to longer, and Black people never being let out of indentured servitude and longer, being held longer and longer, and finding ways to keep them. Oh, you broke my tool, you owe me another year of indentured servitude. So they rose up. These poor Black people and poor white people got together and said, "Not today, boss." And they started to burn down Jamestown, Virginia. They literally started to burn down Jamestown, Virginia. So what the power structure be, they said, they came up with this word. European folk, white people. So it literally became, from that point forth, people started being called white. They said white people have certain rights that Black people could never have. One, You can become a Christian. I mean, because you are a Christian, you can become free. You can never be held longer than you're supposed to be in indentured servitude. You can never be in indentured servitude for life, right? So they already removed them from that possibility of being slaves. Guess what else they could do? They could get married. And guess what else they could do? They can own a gun. Black people couldn't own guns, couldn't get married, and they could be, because they were from Africa, descended from Africa, they could never become Christian. And if you're not a Christian, then you can't become a citizen. And then after that, we have slavery forever. Now, the problem with capitalism, I don't like capitalism because capitalism full grown is a self-eating system, right?
It's cancer. It is cancer.
Because you've exploited all of the resources that you can. So it implodes. So America's capitalism, though, perverts even one of those perverted ideas. One of the major pillars of capitalism is the labor has the right to name what it's worth. Black people never had the right to name what its labor was worth. And therefore, American capitalism is uniquely racist. It's uniquely white. And therefore, until we undo this motherfucker completely, it will always be hard.
And I wonder if
harmful to Black people.
Mondale, they actually think that they could possibly ever be more radical than the people who had to find a way to survive your racism and your capitalism. We've been wanting to overthrow this bitch. But we decided in this generation, y'all ain't gonna kill us. You killed Malcolm, you killed Martin, you killed Medgar. Man, y'all not serious about doing anything right. So we're gonna beat y'all at y'all game. Not saying that I'm becoming a black capitalist. I'm just saying why are we gonna sacrifice ourselves for something that you clearly aren't even serious about?
Right.
You know, there are about 7 cannabis companies that are worth close to $1 trillion already in America, and there's less than half a percentage of that whole industry is owned by Black people. Wow. These are laws that have came out. See, Quiet has kept all these, and I'm bringing this up because I'm just talking about capitalism, how this shit set up.
No. Your voice was powerful there. It kind of caught me off guard. I was like, oh shit. The voice of God speaks. Go ahead,
so I think about what Mondale said, and I think about right now, as laws and rules are being created by the next alcohol industry, right? Cannabis. Right now, state by state by state, they are creating laws to isolate and make sure that Black people don't have ownership in something that they targeted us on at a high rate. I'm talking about from 1960 to 2010, I believe 70% of all arrests for marijuana were from Black and brown families. Right? But if you look at the big companies right now, they'll roll out a Black person, they'll roll out a Black face, right? But they're not Black owned. And you know what? You know how much it takes to grow weed and sell weed? Dirt and a seed and some water.
Wow.
I just want to point that out, right? That's what it takes to grow weed.
Black folks been mastering that shit.
We've been doing that for a long time. But in a close to $1 trillion industry, it's getting close to there now. I believe they're at like 500, 600 billion in total with all the companies. In an industry like that right there, we own less than half of a percentage of companies. So the reason why I bring this up is because these laws weren't from the 1700s, the 1600s, the 1500s. This shit was from last year. There motherfuckers are writing bills right now that's keeping Black folks out of the industry. And trust me, I know, because I'm in the industry. Right? And you want to talk about doing it, right?
Bro, you said some numbers to me.
You want to talk about doing it? You want to talk about doing it, right? They write laws to keep folks out of it for a new industry. America is a racist place, bro. And stop capping like they ain't. I hate y'all now. I hate anybody who said I hate. Yes, I hate capital H. I hate people who act like racism is not around anymore when it's just as obvious as indoor, outdoor. And yeah, I know the laws, man. Like y'all gotta indoor, outdoor. I see the statements. I'm making a basic point. Stop being so particular. Anyway, you are watching Clickbaity Political Thirst Trap. My name is Marcus Farrell. You can find me at Marcus for America on Instagram, Twitter. You can find me on YouTube on my channel, Marcus Farrell. Just Google Marcus Farrell on YouTube. And you can also find me at Marcus Farrell on Facebook, Old Man Politic on Twitch, and marcusfarrell.com. Lastly, do yourself a favor, folks. Come over to Twitter. Come over to Facebook if you're not on Twitter. We want to cross-pollinate a little bit just in case they shut us down on certain platform. And make sure you see Thirst Trap on Instagram.
I guess what's dope though, I got a thing being built that they'll never be able to take us down. It's gonna be dope, man. I got a platform that's being built that we are going to natively be outside and away from all those other platforms. So if they shut us down on every platform, we'll still be able to broadcast. So I just thought y'all might want to know that. My bad. Go ahead.
That's all right. Follow us on Twitter at cthirsttrap.com. Follow us on Patreon, Facebook, and we'll be doing some fixes for this show going into the new year. So we'll have some cool stuff. Patreon users, please bear with us. We're going to figure it out. We are definitely going to figure it out. And we got some cool stuff coming. We got some cool stuff coming for you soon. So, but still, we still need your support anyway. So come on over to Patreon. And don't forget, hey, if you got time, I'm gonna pass the hat around. Pass the hat around real quick. Drop a super chat for like $2 right now. I know I shouldn't do it like that, but just
well, somebody had just dropped. Look at Bruce. Bruce just came out the bag with 50, man. Like,
oh, that's what's up.
That's what's up, Bruce. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you. Mundell, tell the people how they can get up with you.
Mundell Robinson on all social media platforms, including Twitch, which I don't know how to use. So if you get up there, don't think you're gonna get anything from me. I just did it because I was on a panel on Twitch before, so I ain't up there. So find me on Instagram. I live on Facebook. YouTube is home, and Twitter. And you can also find me at Black Male Voter Project everywhere. And like Marcus, I call you Michael. You change your name.
Do I look like a Michael?
Kinda. Like Marcus Michael said, be sure to share Clickbaity.
I think his whole ass renaming me right now. Like, just changing my name. Oh, can I do one more thing real quick? I'm sorry. Shout out to Morris Farrell, my dad. My dad had a stroke earlier this week. He's back on his feet. I might be doing some traveling to get down there and see him. Of course, it's a scary situation, but my pops is a goddamn soldier. I love you, man. Keep your head up, and I'll be down there soon.
That's awesome, man. That's all. I mean, not the situation clearly, but what's awesome is your love for your dad, and the freedom of expression of that love for your father, man. See, let me tell you where to get up with me. At Benjamin P. Dixon on Twitter. Man, you said something last night, Marcus. Are you talking about this Saturn alignment that's supposed to affect black people a certain way? Is that what you said last night?
The 21st. Get your moons in order. Black people go turn into Super Saiyans on y'all ass. Comment.
Bruh, let me just say, under no circumstances can you all let me stream that night. Because the universe is coming into alignment, bro, and the blackness and oh man, Jesus Christ! I hope you're pulling my leg because shit feels like it might be real.
No. There, on the 21st is supposed to be the Great Conjunction, I believe.
What's that? I mean,
you gave it a name. Oh, God damn it!
No, there is a name for it. I'm not making this up, bro. Like, listen. First off, it might be a little hotepian. But I don't care.
But how serendipitous, bro. Goku just Saiyan just dropped $100 super chat. We talk about going Super Saiyan black, bro. They playing with the wrong people. I'm sorry.
Yeah, so
Goku's always on the show,
bro. Always.
It's supposed to level us up. Some with the planets and the moons aligning, and it's going to level us up. It doesn't matter. All I know is that I'm going to probably take I don't know. I'm probably just going to be looking at the moon. Now, if some kind of crazy ray happens and it ends me, then y'all know what happened to me. But on the same token, any chance for a whole race of black folks to level up, and we've already leveled us. Y'all know slavery leveled us up, right? Y'all know the pain that y'all have caused us.
Oh, bro, we are so in sync. It's insane. I'm literally in my head just thinking that we would never give you all the privilege of suffering the type of oppression you put us through.
That's right. That's right.
Because we have a greatness in us that we're not going to let y'all get. We're not going to let y'all get the pain and the flavor that comes out of 400 years of oppression. Y'all would, hell no.
Hey, last thing, because we only got a couple minutes left. Actually, could we go maybe 5-10 more?
Hey, man, I'm down. We go to y'all.
Okay, real quick. Need the likes up.
Oh yeah,
we need our likes up. We're asking y'all for a lot here, but we need the likes up. If you are a person who's a fan of mine or this show a little bit, then you can go and you can donate the Senator Turner's campaign right now. Yeah. Just NinaTurner.com. Go over there, give her some money. You know what I'm talking about? But get the likes up. If you haven't, unless you're driving, then just like this post right now. I need 900. I need all 1,158 people on all platforms to like this post right now and subscribe to our channels.
Because here's the thing, bro. Ain't no lie gonna tarry in the midst of the three of us. We don't let each other get away with nail lie. We call each other on it, right? Full stop. And it's the fact that we have found a way. What makes this show so goddamn dope is that we have found a way to disagree with each other and call each other on our missteps or bullshit or whatever without killing each other.
Yeah,
right. I mean, but
Mondale, you called me Michael again. Now that might change.
Come on, I'm sorry, Martin, Marcus, Marvin, Garvey, Smith.
Hey, he blessed you this time. He blessed you this time. He blessed you.
I call you all the M's. Right. Hey Ben, please, Marcus and Ben, please share the picture I just shared with you.
Okay, hang on a second. Let me go.
Please, before we get off this air, please. Let's have a little fun. That's gonna be Marcus on the 21st.
No, that's gonna be me, Doc. The universe is alive and in me, bro. I'm telling you, man.
You see it, Marcus?
Hang on. Let me get this. Yeah, that's Marcus. Let me get this on the screen. Hang on, folks. We just got a little. For some reason, I can't get this to open right now.
I'm wearing my African garb on the 21st.
Jesus Christ.
Are we? Do we have a? Is that are we having a show that day on the 21st? Is that a weekend? Oh, it's a Monday.
It's the shortest day of the year, every year.
Oh man, it's gonna be crazy, bro. I can't get it up on the screen for some reason this time.
I wish y'all could see that picture. Sorry, y'all. It is
my
hilarious.
Apologies to y'all, but
you know what I was about to do, right? As soon as you pulled out, I was gonna say knick-knack, paddywhack. Mark, red fish, blue fish. Oops, I gotta go.
You know the greatest shame in the black community? Let me just go ahead and say the greatest shame in the black community is not to know an inside joke.
Oh man.
If you don't
there it is. There it is. That's
do it, my dad. Do it, my dad.
Knick-knack, paddywhack. Give a dog a bone.
Did you see how that motherfucker came into focus?
Yes. That's Marcus on the 21st.
Bro, I don't know, bro.
He got on the
way the spirit is working on me, bro. I'm about to come out here, Kamehameha.
Man. But yeah, and Ben, and you dare not ask like what y'all talking about.
You can't.
What?
You gotta go study.
People gonna go ham on you. Where you come from?
What you mean you ain't even seen that movie? Give me your black card, nigga. Just like snatch it. They don't say it, but they have silently snatched that shit.
Oh, come on. And you miss them. If you look at certain movies, if you miss a joke from, and you sitting around like, wait, I don't get it. You are the black person that will become the butt of the joke for the rest of that day, bro. I'm telling you. Ain't on the joke.
Yeah,
it's happened on this show.
You don't know Hoppo?
No. Wait. You can't imagine that there's a black person who Harpo is, right?
Infinite content. You can go to blackmalevoterproject.com I'm sorry, it's .org. Yeah, blackmalevoterproject.org. And click on our donate page. You could definitely donate, but also, man, I like to see you in one of our hoodies. So instead of just donating, buy one of those, go to our store and buy one of those Black Male Voter Project hoodies, or
that's nice,
or hats, or coffee mugs, or what? Oh, if you got a baby and that's a little brother, get him a future Black Male Voter onesie. If you got a wife, get her one of those I love a Black male voter. Or if you got a partner, get him one of those I love Black male voter hoodies. Yeah, man, we got it.
Yeah, man.
Hey, Ben, you got to get some music, man, because for some strange reason, man, I want to hear Luke right now, dude. Like, I want a piece of pie. The pie too sweet. I want a piece of meat. The meat too.
What is up with this damn voice? What is this voice he's doing?
I want to ride a bull.
There it is.
Work it out now.
That's the one. That's the one. Yeah, it is extremely high pitched, but he's got that growl in there that makes the growl. That's all you were missing. Man, we gonna do some things. We got music coming up. We got commercial break. We gonna do a whole ass morning show for real. So
yeah, I'm tripping. Also, speaking of music, this week Saturday we're having a drive-up concert in Clayton County. So if you're in Morrow, Georgia, come through. We have it's the Vote for Me. It's gonna be Lil Yachty, Kiki Palmer, Lou Duval, Miss Basketball. Come through, y'all. If you are, but you have to register beforehand because it's a parking lot, so you're gonna be in your car. So it's only a certain amount of cars can get in. Come through. Let's party.
All right, everybody. We have been streaming for an hour, 21 minutes and 12 seconds, 13 seconds, 14. We will catch up with everyone in the morning. You need outro music instead of just dropping it. Okay, yeah, no, somebody said we needed outro music. We on January, whatever our first episode in January is, y'all gonna think we got brand new. Y'all gonna think we fancy. All right, so we'll see y'all soon.
It's the new year for me.
It's just another day. Right? See y'all.